Hi guys, my name is Veronica. Welcome to my channel. So for today I'm going to be showing you how to make these super cute and adorable elephant cakesicles. So if you're interested in learning, please keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off by using one of these cakesicle molds. And then I also have some white chocolate and some black candy melts. So go ahead and melt these in your microwave at 30-second intervals, stirring in between each one. Okay, so once you have your candy melted, what we're going to do is pour some of the black chocolate into the white. And I want this to be gray, so I'm just going to keep adding some until I get the color that I want. And so this is the color that I ended up with. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pour some of this candy melt into our mold, just trying to avoid that area where your popsicle stick goes in through. So here I just spoon some in there and just working it up on the edges and on the sides and also on the bottom of the cakesicle mold. We're not filling it with the candy melt, we're just covering all the edges and the bottom of it. So just make sure you cover it well. Okay, so once you're done, then go ahead and give it a couple taps and then put this in your freezer for 8 minutes to set. Right, so the next step we're gonna do while that's in the freezer, so I have here some crumbled up cake and also some buttercream. So go ahead and add just a little bit of buttercream to your cake crumbs and just work that in there. What you want to look for is a consistency of dough. So that's what I'm doing here. So just applying a little bit of the buttercream at a time. So this cake that I baked, I did dye blue, but the other one that I have there, that was an extra cake that I had. So I'm going to be using pink buttercream frosting for that one to make it pink. And this is going to be our filling here for our cakesicles. So this is what you want to see once you're done. This is the consistency that you want. And do the same for the other one. Okay, so this is what they should look like once they're done. All right, so we can go ahead and take our molds out of the freezer. All right, so once you take that out, what we're going to do is grab a little bit of that dough that we made. We're going to go ahead and put that in our mold. Being careful to leave the edges of the mold open, so when we pour in our candy melt, they can seep in those edges. And so just like I'm leaving here, I did leave some gaps there. So that's what you want to do. Okay, and just do the same for the rest. Right, so at this point, we want to go ahead and insert our popsicle sticks. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and pour our candy melt right over that, making sure it goes into the edges of your mold. Okay, so after you're done, go ahead and give it a few taps. And then we're gonna grab an edible marker here, and I'm just gonna mark the ones that I have with the blue cake in the inside, so I can know which one's which. And then put these in your freezer for 8 minutes until your candy has set. Okay, so once they've set, then go ahead and you can take those out of your mold, being careful. Right, so just pull those out. Sometimes you can lose your stick like I did here, so just go ahead and insert it back in. And then here I'm just cleaning up the edges. I'm using my my spatula, or you can use a knife if you have that. Right, so next we're gonna need some fondant. So here I have these 4 different shades of fondant. So now what I'm just doing here is I'm gonna split each one in half except for the black one. So we're gonna reserve the other half for other parts of the body of the elephant. So for these 3 that I have here is I'm gonna mix in some Tylose powder. And what the Tylose powder is gonna do is it's gonna help the fondant dry a lot quicker. With this fondant that I have here, I'm making the ears of the elephants, and like I said, it's going to help it dry a lot quicker, so it's going to help the ears stand up. So just keep working in the Tylose powder until it's well combined, and do the same for the other 2 pieces. Right, so once you're done kneading in the Tylose powder, then we're going to go ahead and roll out our fondant. I'm going to use a little bit of cornstarch to keep it from sticking. So here I'm going to be using the larger heart that I have, and just cutting out as many hearts as I can with only using the gray fondant. So here I'm going to be using the smaller heart cutter and cutting out as many hearts as I need for the pink and the blue fondant. Now, of course, if you're going to be making a lot of these cakesicles, just make sure you count how many you're going to need and count 2 per each one. Alright, so here I've already attached the hearts, so I'm going to show you how I did that. Alright, so all you need is to apply a little bit of water onto the small heart and then attach it onto the larger heart. Alright, and just do the same for the pink ones. Right, so once you're done with that step, go ahead and grab some of that chocolate or candy that you melted earlier, and we're going to go ahead and apply some to the back, and then attach your heart to it, but only about halfway or so. Here I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. And then doing the same for the other side. And this will help it attach onto your cakesicle. And so next I just grabbed a little piece of that fondant without the Tylose powder. And I'm just going to go ahead and roll it into my hands, into a log. Right, and this, we're going to go ahead and cut a piece off of it. And this is going to be the trunk. So just cut it as long as you think you're going to need it. So for one end of it, I'm just kind of smushing it, and then the other end, I'm curling it. So just like that. Okay, then to the back of it, I'm applying more of that candy melt. And then you're going to attach it onto your cakesicle. And then I'm just going to make a few lines using a toothpick just to give it some detail. Right now here we're doing the legs. So just cut each one the same length. I'm just pressing each end to make sure that they're nice and flat. And then using some of that fondant without the Tylose powder, we're going to go ahead and roll some of that out. And then using one of these circle cutters, I'm going to go ahead and cut one for each and then just attach it onto one of the ends. Then you can attach them with more of that candy. Then with the toothpick, I'm just adding some details onto the feet. And one more thing, I did press on it a little bit just so that it can create some wrinkles to make it look more like elephant skin. Okay, so now next we're making the arms. And doing the same thing, applying one of these circles onto each end. And I'm also here adding some details onto the arms or the hands. Alright, and next we're gonna go ahead and make the eyeballs. So you're just using some black fondant. So go ahead and cut out some more circles. And then we're also going to attach those with some candy. So next, using some white fondant, I'm just applying a couple of dots there to make it look like glare on the eyes. And then using one of these molds, I'm going to go ahead and make a bow. So using some pink fondant, I'm going to go ahead and make it. And then go ahead and attach it using some more of that candy melt. Right, so next, using this mold here, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little teddy bear using some pink fondant. So next we're gonna go ahead and attach our bear onto the elephant. And using this raspberry luster dust, I'm gonna go ahead and make some blush and put it on the elephant. And I'm also going to be applying it onto all the pink areas on the elephant. So next, using a black edible marker, we're going to go ahead and add some lashes. Okay, so just like that. And then we're done with the pink one. So with the blue one, we're gonna go ahead and do the same steps as we did with the pink one, except for adding the bow and the lashes. So this is what the blue one should look like once you're finished. Okay, here's just the two of them side by side. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of these, and I will show you guys the end result. Alright guys, so this is the final result. So these elephants can be used for a baby shower. If you want to use them for something different, you can always replace the bears for something else. Just be creative with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So until next time.